So right now, they're going to proceed and ban out the Loki. And you see that in Asia, in the Asia region circuit, it's almost always going to be the same bans over and over. The first 3 bans is going to be either Emma first, Magneto, Loki, Mantis. That's almost always going to be the case. But here, a little bit of change. That's Captain America. And I would assume that the next ban will probably be Loki as well. So right now, access to Magneto, I think this is a good thing because right now, if Crazy Raccoon does not ban Magneto, okay, they're gonna ban Magneto.
Yeah, they have to.
It's too dangerous to allow Magneto and Emma Frost.
It is
in that composition.
Oh, they're gonna choose to take to the sky. No Mantis. In the stats that did show for Gen.G versus Crazy Raccoon, they choose to either lock in Mantis and Magneto. Some of the usual suspects you did mention. But I wonder if they're actually gonna let Crazy Raccoon's J-Mac rock the Captain America. So getting rid of the Guardians comp, because after, I mean, that is a good checkmate move to just get rid of the revive strategy here.
It is.
I wonder what they're gonna choose to prioritize. They have to go for that Luna.
Yeah, Lunas know because they know that the opponent does not have Magneto. So the Lunas know can freely dance without the fear of the Magneto M, the Meteor M, right? So that's something that is really good on the side of Crazy Raccoon. But on the other hand, Gen.G also spots themselves with a pretty good save and composition team-up pick. They can obviously go with the Guardian. They can also go with the Psylocke Emma Frost tandem, right? So that's also something really strong in domination.
Yeah, something also that I want to say on Crazy Raccoon's side, I'm really scared if J-Mac rocks the Captain America because based on the thing, and me and Multitude saw the matchup, they denied the Captain America of Zune and they actually used it. So it's like they copied the movie. They're the mischief team. They're the ones that copied the answers and just used the strategy of what Zune and Gen.G were known for. So now we've seen this before. Different stage though in domination. How will Gen.G respond in kind or in spectacular fashion, or will Crazy Raccoon still continue that dominant 3-1 streak up against Gen.G? Only time will tell, Mel.
Only time will tell indeed. But knowing Gen.G, they probably have something up their sleeves ready to show CR and trying to show that maybe it's just a fluke, a misstep. But right now, game number 1. CR versus Gen.G's rematch. We're about to head it. This is about to be epic.
So it's very fitting. Gotta go for the waterfall, the challenge. I did not concede, says Gen.G. We shall fight again. And now going straight for the high ground here. Hyan's gonna set up shop right down below, waiting for the point to open up. Being very aggressive towards the backlines here, and we're already going to get J-Mac to just try and go for anything. But look at this. Crazy Raccoon's getting picked off left and right by Kadia.
Yeah, and that's exactly why you need to ban the Mantis. Mantis is just so strong in the hands of a master, just allowing you to keep regenning your passive and fun as well, just picking off Hela. What Gen.G is coming off full force from the very beginning.
I like this also because they're showing that they have they're actually, Mantis is kind of a duo or pseudo strategist / duelist. This is a triple strategy meta, but Kadia, known for his amazing clicking of heads, is going to continue on here, but we're going to see Fun try to push the charge here, try to set up a choke point, trying to focus fire onto the Magneto, staying alive here, while J-Mac is going to try to disrupt the backlines. Back here, though, Zune on the Emma Frost. She's so good at shutting down any attempts for them to touch the objective.
Uh-oh! Go for a ride, but it doesn't really matter because they were disrupted. J-Mac able to survive a little bit more, but Brownie at the back lines trying to make as much disruption as possible, but now going back to the main center and trying to kidnap, but again getting disrupted.
Wow.
And now the slash is going in. JT3 is like, stop slashing at me, bro. I'm done. I'm gone.
Nah, Vanguards are on the menu, and Brownie is serving it up, as well as Kadia following up with Zune. Hyan's out of the picture. Crazy Raccoons now allowing Gen.G to gain 50%, and Fun with Rebirth, a big stagger onto the side of Crazy Raccoons. They started it very aggressive. Now we're going to see a bit of switch-ups here. J-Mac still on the Captain America, but Vital is going to be a vital key point here because he's going to try to do the disruption with that Wolverine. Can it get any return, though? They are trying to touch point while everyone's fighting above.
Wow, the sneaky choice, trying to make them choose between taking the engagement or trying to stop the point. But right now, they're going to take that engagement. Every ultimate's going to be up. Dotori with the fate of both roles trying to negate, but JMac as well, freedom charge. Seonghun invisible barrier. Everything's going to be traded off, but no casualties yet. And the Ayamakamoto, is it going to connect? It's not going to connect.
Wow.
The Fearless Leap coming in. The Kidnap going to send the Vanguard Fan all the way through the river. Brownie as well. Dotori's going to go down. Everyone's gone. Zun's going to decide to just jump off himself. And right now, team sweep on the side of Gen.G.
Holy smokes. What a team wipe. What a response by Crazy Raccoons. The combination of JMac and Vital eliminating the key points of Gen.G, now forcing Fun to go for the thing so the kidnap is not going to happen.
Yeah.
However, this is, well, we still have Emma Frost to shut things down. We're going to get a big kidnap onto Haiyan for just Gen.G to say hello and try to capture point here.
Goodbye, Haiyan, and welcome Wolverine trying to slash through. Look at Brownie trying to dominate as much as possible. The battle of the Logans happening right now. Brownie versus Vital, but now no one is out of the picture yet. But it seems like the last stand is going to be employed. Snake's going to be the casualty of the clash, and followed by Dotori. Both strategies down in touch. It seems like they're going to clean up shop again.
Crazy Raccoons with another response, doubling down, getting another team wipe. It started with Snake, you pointed it out, but slowly but surely, Katie fell, Dotori fell, and also the tank. So now Gen.G about to tie things up in terms of, actually no, it's Crazy Raccoons that are about to climb up in terms of percentages here. No Doctor Strange for them to clutch the point here. So now it is going to be possibly their last team fight to hold things out. They're fighting them off the high ground here, and JMac's going to start it with a freedom charge now.
Oh my goodness, the clash happening. The bonus armor is going to help a little bit, but the soul recharge is going to help a bit. But the Meteor M, the access by JT3, who's he going to get? He's going to get KD. Yeah, KD's going to be the casualty of war. But right now, 5v6, they are still fighting on and on. But Snake, fortunately able to take out Seonghun. It's a 5v5 right now, but the slashing going on. Brownie coming in. No, my goodness, final judgment out of nowhere, but the kidnap happening. Stop your retract. Vital's not.
Brownie,
Vital.
yeah, but Vital continuing on to the final judgment here. We're going to keep it dancing here. It's going to wear down already. Crazy Raccoon's rebirth is still on the fate of both worlds here. Hayat's going to go for the back line. He's going to take out Kadia. He's going to try to go for Brownie as well. Kadia with a 3-person pickoff, and now they go for the Doctor Strange. Is it too late? Unfortunately, unable to hold now.
Crazy Raccoon proving that it wasn't a fluke, that they 3-1 Gen.G. And they're looking to do it again in this game, Poch, where it matters so much because the winner of this is gonna go to the grand finals. And mind you guys, the top 2 teams that make it through stage 1, they are going to the LAN in China. So it's a huge deal right here. And Gen.G, they gotta find a way to respond, and they gotta do it fast.
And that's the thing, right? The first team fight, actually the first 2 team fights, Crazy Raccoon was still trying to find their bearings. Gen.G had to adopt a different type of strategy. They kept getting kidnapped by, I believe it was JMac. JMac was still on the Captain America, but onto the Wolverine. And they just, when it came to the team clashes, it seemed like they had to pop their ultimates first for them to be able to defend, while Crazy Raccoons just went for the pickoffs. I would say Haiyan, beautiful dance of the butterflies. Those butterflies be dancing in the back lines, and Gen.G's got to be careful. Seems like they're going to switch things up. Kadia now is going to take to the skies with Ultron.
Yeah, I think it's just very smart that Crazy Raccoon just bans off Captain America and save it for themselves, because right now JMac's a beast on the Captain America, right? So Gen.G, they probably thought, yeah, it's fine. I can play Emma Frost. Zunes can play Emma Frost. It's fine. But don't forget, JMac is still a monster of Captain America. So right now, they got to deal with the consequence of the van pick. But right now, the clash is going to happen. KD is going to go down first in the return fire. Zune's going to take out JT3. But right now, a pretty balanced game so far. Hasn't been unlocked. But careful, Dotori. The final stand is ready. The last stand. Brownie! Going for the kill. Slashing through left and right. Everyone's so low. But could he finish the job? The answer is no. And he's about to go down. He has to retreat right there, Poch.
Okay, kind of a deja vu situation. Gen.G winning the first team clash, but now Fun doubling down, downing Vital. Now we're going to get some hit scanners here with Vital, but he's going to have to rally back into this. However, Crazy Raccoon's got to respond here because now it seems like Brownie out for a mission. Kadia, Eye in the Sky, is going to be able to help them pump more damage from the backlines. That Rage of Voltron is slowly building up while Fun trying to push slowly, but they're also going to try and go for a backdoor capture of the point while everyone's fighting here.
They are so smart. This is the second time they did it. Crazy Raccoon realizes they're trying to hold them off the choke point here. So one person goes to the back, tries to steal the point, and right now forcing everyone to fight with the point itself. But Brownie, unfortunately, going to be able to slash a bit more. Vital taking out Fun. Unfortunately, Dotori with the casualty. But right now, the very own last stand. J-Max going to take out Snake. No strategies on the line.
Oh my God!
Gen.G.
Tried to capture the Luna Snow, but now the Rage of Voltron to keep everyone alive. Gen.G is still in a player deficit here. Seonghun's gonna try and keep everyone alive here, and now the 1v1. Rebirth able to take out soon, so now Crazy Raccoon's really trying to put on the pressure to Gen.G, and it all came from that backdoor sneak entry into the objective.
Yeah, very smart. Divide and conquer the attention, right? Divide the attention, conquer the objectives while putting them in a pincer situation. That's exactly what Crazy Raccoon did to Gen.G, and they're like, wait a minute, we've never dealt with this before, probably. How do we do this? We have to go back to the battlefield, we gotta recapture the point, but that's where they get pinched, and look at what's going on right now. 60% on the process point, while all the battle is still happening. Kadia right here trying to build that ultimate, but Invisible Barrier is gonna be used by Seonghun first, trying to keep everyone alive. Doesn't really matter. The Dotori, Fate of both worlds, keeping everyone alive, but how long? The real battle starts as soon as the utility's over. But the last
getting him out of the invisible barrier, but still stays alive. Brownie has used it all. Fun also, and now look at this, JT3 able to take out Totori High-End on Kadia, and another team fight slowly going into the favor of Crazy Raccoons. There is a method to the madness, and they're going to continue on, about to send out the low gang here. Still keeping him alive, but he's still slashing his way, but unfortunately a big stagger onto Gen.G. Crazy Raccoons stomping their way to try and get this objective. Final seconds now, can they touch point?
They're like, what? Low gang, what? But now, oh my God, Kadia getting sniped up right from the portal. That's going to be a 5v6 at the moment, but right now, overtime's going to be triggered. Can Gen.G make this last push? Soul Resurgence is going to be used by Snake, trying to boost her, the heal over time, the bonus health. Let's see if they'll be able to make it through with this game. But right now, Dotori able to get that one kill to J-Mac. That's super important. Snake onto Hyan as well, and Gen.G seems like they got the better of this exchange.
That's so, and it started with that Soul Resurgence, right? It was quite unfortunate when Kadia came in, he got sniped out, but Crazy Raccoons had no utility coming to that team fight, so they decided, all right, it's fine, let's stagger a little bit, we still got a little more time to cook, but Gen.G's eyes are at the back of their head here. Dotori taking out Vital. They're not going to allow them to backdoor entry this objective. So that's why Kadia's holding shop here right at the back, but we do see J-Mac trying to flank.
Smart. Stop cheesing us, bro. That's what Gen.G is trying to say, right? And having 1% at the back lines, the flyer unit trying to scout out because vision is key, and that's exactly what they're trying to do. But I have a coming in. Will he get anyone? The crowd control coming in. Hyan is not able to take anyone, just trying to position himself, but it seems like Vital will be the victim. But again, the steal, the cheese by Crazy Raccoon. The Raccoons are so super cheesy, trying to steal that point. But Gen.G is ready this time, and the points are slowly going up and soon to pass.
It is. So now they know that they got to save up for last stand. I feel like they are spreading themselves out here. Gen.G has to be ready. They are trying to capture point here. Now they're trying to rush back into it. At least Gen.G is able to hold up shop here. They're holding on to a bunch of checks here that they can cash on both sides. However, Crazy Raccoons do be crazy. They want that cheese. They want that trash. They want to be able to get this point. Will they be able to get it? It's another story. Rage of Voltron to start things off, but Snake taking out J-Mac to start things up for Gen.G.
Nice! What a beautiful Soul Resurgence to counter, but the meteor in! Take out Snake, take out Fun, and now it's gonna be 4v5 in the matter of another last stand in response by Brownie, but that's not gonna get anyone in casualty. Overtime's gonna be up. But Kadia, the Ultron, don't forget Kadia, the menace on the sky, but now with a portal by J-Mac himself, the desperation portal coming in, but the kidnap gonna happen, Kadia! JT3 is down in the meantime, but Psionic Seduction!
Continues on here. The overtime is still going all the way, but they get a team wipe on Crazy Raccoon's side. We're seeing a game number 3 in this first domination.
What a play, Potch. that psionic seduction just forcing Seong-hoon to his death while keeping everyone at bay, not able to use their ultimates as well. Gen.G finally waking up and saying, Crazy Raccoons, your advances stop right now.
I think it's just the response, right? And the fact that Zune went all the way to use the psionic seduction to be able to capitalize that moment. They really are throwing everything they can at these crazy raccoons to stop getting the cheese, stop sneaking in, and stop getting this objective.
Yeah.
Maybe the overextensions are going to limit now because it worked in round 1. It almost worked in the research station, but now in Stellar Spaceport, I mean, eyes are definitely going to be on the sky. There's high ceilings here. Crazy Raccoon's approach is always grounded. I wonder if they're going to change things up to address Kadia.
So far, it seems like they're pretty much going for the same strategy. Kadia in the air, meanwhile having 2 grounded support at the backline. And honestly, it's really just Brownie as the duelist, right? With a double Vanguard in the front. So maybe that's what they really need. Bolster their front defenses, bolster their defenses as they clutter. But right now, the composition by Crazy Raccoon, it seems like they're going to stick with the same composition. Double Vanguard, double Duelist, double Strategist. And let's see if it pays off. Mission unlocked. Area has already been unlocked.
Wow, big pick off on both sides. Hyan taking out Totori. Oh, we get another one on Zune's side. And go for the dance of the butterflies for him to be able to try and put more pressure. Fun's gonna take out Vital. Now Rage of Ultron to keep everyone alive. J-Max the only one trying to hold point here. Hyan's gonna try to go for Ultron, but can he pick him off from this guy? It seems like mission area is gonna be unlocked for Gen.G. Hyan's gonna take to the bottom part, and now Brownie taking out J-Mac in the process.
Yeah, Brownie says, I will clearly take that. Thank you very much, sir. J-Max is going to be out of commission. They're going to regroup. And now, they obviously, it's still the early phases. It's only less than 20% of the first point. They can definitely need to regroup. They can definitely regroup. They can definitely need to try and have someone cheese again. Steal the point. Divide the attention of Gen.G. And that's how I'll be able to get it. Look, they're doing it right now.
They are, but this leaves the team fight a little disadvantageous, causing Rebirth to go for the it's at the fate of both worlds. They do unlock the point though, and now we're trying to see Brownie build up that ultimate snake. It does have the invisible boundary. We're gonna continue on with the freedom charge while JT3 is holding on to that meter M. It's fun to take out Hyan to start things off, and Snake will follow suit, taking out JT3, and a retake inevitable on Gen.G's side.
No!
We're gonna see another last stand for Brownie to take out 3 of Crazy Raccoons.
It's smart. Gen.G realizing that they do not want their attention to be split, right? So they said, fine, you take that point, but we're going to take you 6v5, and during the duration where you try to cheese, we're going to take you out, and that's exactly what they did in that time attack limit right there. So right now, even though they did manage to get that 18% point, they lost that team fight because of the numbers game.
True, and now Hyan's ready to give J-Mac a little bit of support here, so the overextension just lulling them into a sense of safety. Totori taking out Hyan in the process, allowing Crazy Raccoons like Moth to Flame. All right, touch point. We got you, though, because we're able to rotate back and claim this point once again. Do you dare touch this point, says Gen.G. How will Crazy Raccoons respond?
They can respond by diving, I guess, but right now, Gen.G is just solidly footed on that sound, right? But right now, the team fight coming in, Brownie already taken out Seong-hoon. They're still gonna steal the point again, but it doesn't really matter because look, the Goddess of Death. Oh my God, Goddess of Death. Super value right there, Posh. Triple elimination. Make that a 4. Sorry, Hyan with a double as well, and J-Mac. And looks like this time Crazy Raccoon's like, yeah, fine, we're gonna steal, and we're gonna take your members out as well. And that's,
hey man, go for it.
That's thanks to Hyan and Vital as well.
Right.
I'm opening a portal.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a little choppy there, so my bad. But yes.
my bad.
No. I was gonna say once you play with the Goddess of Death, you will get those eliminations, and now we're gonna see a big portal play on the side of Fun just for them to be able to kind of contest this point. This is the most dominant we have seen Crazy Raccoons thus far. But Hyan now, he's gonna try to damage as much as he can on the backline, but Fun is still holding strong. Psionic Seduction is gonna get popped by soon for him to be able to get some crowd control of sorts, and Hyan sneaking his way to try and get the Kadia in this 1v1, and now they're trying to set up a flank here.
Hyan is trying his best as a Psylocke to constantly aim and pick out the strategies, but because of the triple strategist threat, it's so hard. It makes it so hard for him to do. And now the last stand is going to be employed, but Rebirth and of course Dotori, the dance battle between both goddesses is going to happen, but no casualties so far. Fun, Agamotto is not going to be, he's going to be able to crowd control. J-Mac was stunned for a bit, but right now it seems like Dance of Butterfly will be employed. No one's going to go down quite yet, but J-Mac going to be kidnapped right there. And finally J-Mac's going to go down, but not without Kadia going down to Vital as well, as the battle still continues 5v5, but the point advantage is at Gen.G at the moment. It's already at 90%. Snake trying to push it out, but the Desperation Portal from behind. Guys, watch out. They're going to try and take the point. Look. They're coming in, and they are ready to respond.
They are, and taking out Kadia, a Rebirth now. He's gonna be able to take out a strategist slowly but surely. The overtime, but now the last stand, no, able to actually take him out of it. Vital taking out Brownie in the process, and now Rebirth keeping everyone alive. Another Goddess of Death, but he's gonna get blocked out. LeBron James in the chat. We're gonna see him try and hold point here. Vital continuing on to focus fire on to Fun. Fun's taken out. Overtime is about to expire while two people are still holding point, and now they're still gonna continue on. JT3 needs to be the tank to be able to save everything. Gonna go for the Eye of Agamotto, taking out Zune.
Don't stop, don't leave the point. Gen.G got it. They kidnapped, they push Crazy Raccoon out of the point, and that's how Gen.G nailed it. The point goes to Gen.G in game number 1. Dominations. What a play by both teams.
Of faith by
Right?
Brownie. My goodness, taking him out of point because, you know, yeah, definitely MVP worthy performance here. Getting so much pickoffs, especially at the end. It was JT3 that was holding point for Crazy Raccoons, but that kidnap solidified them to be able to take the point. And just like that, we're seeing evolutions to the game here, Nell. Gen.G responding, you know, weathering out the early storm. It's like, all right, you ban our Captain America, it's all good. Well, let's try to find a way to cook here. Let's go with the triple strategist here.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. Just keep doing that, and then you'll force Zune into playing something else like Emma Frost, Venom, Groot, Magneto if needed. So that's good because they don't want Zune in diving the backlines. JMAC's good in diving the backlines, but they don't want Zune. Zune's also a monster when it comes to diving backlines, and he knows he has that technical expertise. He knows exactly what he needs to do with Captain America, and dare I say, he's like one of the best at Captain Americas in Asia right now. So that respect band is very much warranted.
Very targeted, very respected. As Dio DiGiorno says, that Captain America gets 5 big booms. Boom, boom, boom. Shout out to the Costco guys. Nell, how do you feel about flyer meta? Are you for it? Are you against it?
I like flyer. I like flyer metas, but the moment you see Hela on the opposing side, you gotta hop off flyer straight away.
Yeah. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. I'm kidding, like the Jet 2 flyer holiday. But when Hela comes in, it's out of the question. And I think that's why they went with that Hela. Vital just countering Kadia. But right now, still the same. Respect banning now the Mantis. But man, Kadia on that Mantis was kind of terrifying. But Gen.G is still opting to possibly save the Ultron
Mantis?
or the...
Oh, no, save Ultron. No.
Ultron, okay.
So they're like, yeah, you want to ban our Mantis? Otherwise, we're going to take free reigns. So maybe that's the idea, because they're like, yeah, we probably need to choose between banning Mantis or should we ban the Punisher, right? Something that can shred through shields, and this is really important, especially when you're pushing convergence as well. So they're going to choose to ban Mantis, so they're like, okay, mission accomplished. We're able to play something else right now. Psylocke, we can play Psylocke, we can play Punisher, we can play every other thing that is available for them.
And choosing to lock in the Luna was really good. Luna in the previous round got so much KOs, a lot of heals, so that's really good. Taking out the flyer Ultron, they opted to go for any flyers. I mean, there's still Storm, there's still Iron Man, there's still Johnny Storm. So there's still a lot they can work with. And now, just an interesting stat, the Twitch chat is, well, the channel points predictions. Gen.G versus Crazy Raccoon, who's gonna win map number 2? It's in favor of Crazy Raccoons, but just by it's 5,000 for Gen.G, 6,000 for Crazy Raccoons.
Oh my god.
Seems like people in chat are betting their channel points for Crazy Raccoons.
All right. Looks like I gotta put my channel points down. I went bankrupt voting Gen.G yesterday.
You went bankrupt? No!
I did. It was like 4,000 3,500 points, and I was like, help, God. That's why I don't gamble. That's why I don't gamble.
It's close to 50-50. The scoreline now is 47-53.
Yeah, because I just bet.
Oh, you did? Wait, don't tell me who. I'm gonna base. I'll guess it towards the end. If you're very ecstatic, then you got your prediction right.
Oh my God.
You're like, oh, Nell's channel points. He's in channel point debt. Oh no.
Valiance, it's still up there. It's still up there. Predict with channel points who win map 2. But right now,
we predict.
Yeah, but right now we're gonna go back to our game. Right now we're gonna be able to see Zune on the Venom. I like it. Zune is definitely something. It's definitely a formidable foe on the Venom.
Yes.
Especially when you just, stay on the wall, just waiting to just dive strike and just leap away. It's like, hey, stop that.
Oh, speaking of dive strike, JMac starting it off. Oh, tried to go for a pull. He needs to be able to, get a bit of health here. Yeah, just testing the waters. It's all good. But now they're taking the fight up here, and it's pretty hot. Yeah, for sure. Let's not go back in there. But seems like he's gonna try and go in this corner situation, trying to go dive for the back lines, but still continuing to set up shop here. He's above. He's gonna be able to actually get the health back and try to go for double strategists here while the front line is going to push the 2 vanguards.
Oh my God. So far, trying to unlock a little bit, but Vital, the first elimination of the game. Fun is going to go down. JMax so low. He's like, where's the health pack when you need them? But it's okay. You got your strategists pocketing you, so it's fine. But the flyer, oh my God, Johnny Storm, Brownie's going to be taken out. And CR, looks like they're about to take my points. I don't know.
Hey, man, they're taking points. They're taking elims. They're taking up space here. Snake's the only one alive, trying to go for, the AoE, but able to actually put JMac away. But I don't know if they'll be able to actually go for it now. Going for the portal as well as the Dance of the Butterflies. Snake able to actually save some, and Invisible Boundary is ready for them to be able to hold this point now.
All right. Dotori with the Fate of Both Worlds and the Invisible Boundary by the opponents, but it's okay because once this is all gone, Snake will be ready with it. Now Psionic Seduction by JT3. Oh my goodness. Brownie's gonna go down again for the second time, but the Invisible Boundary gonna be used. But Rebirth also ready with the Fate of Both Worlds to counter as well. So once all of this utility ultimates is done, the casualties will start building up. But now I have Agamotto from the sky. That's not going to crowd control anyone at the moment, but no one is down just yet. JMac on the Captain America. Wow, he's going to take out Fun Haiyan, that is. And right now, the second person almost trying to go down. That's going to be Zune at the moment.
And just the way they unlock that point as well, just starting with JMac, disrupting the backline, staying alive, which is so important, and making sure he gets the right picks. He knows when to dive in and out, knowing when the heat is on him, for them to be able to capitalize and take out Fun, take out the front line, and make the healers heal themselves, for them to be able to just focus fire on at least the tank that is diving against them. So if Captain America, if you see your Captain America not getting elims, it's because he's getting a lot out of it. Kadia taking out Vital with a Rage of Voltron. Fun following up with JT3 and Kadia getting a 2-piece in the process.
Thank you. My channel points are pretty safe so far. But
so
far. But Rage of Ultron, yeah, Kadia, don't forget guys, Kadia is actually a duelist main, right? So having Ultron, that's pretty much a strategist disguise, right? That's pretty much a duelist disguised as a strategist. Best of both worlds. And right now, Brownie Supernova. He's gonna waste no time. He's gonna build that perimeter with the fire. He's like, oh my God, there's a butterfly. No, he's gonna escape. It's fine. He escaped. He's like, no way, you're not gonna get me today. I'm fine. But hey, and a sliver of health. He's gonna try to beat. He's gonna get it.
The fadeaway on Haiyan, crazy. But wow, what an expected trade of ults. The Supernova to Dance with the Butterflies, but the Feast of the Abyss taking out Seonghun is going to be able to stagger one of their support. But we have another Goddess of Death. Gets the LOS onto Zune. He's going to try to break down some spots here just for him to try to get out Fun in the process. And unable to get it. But JT3 with a follow-up on elimination of Kadia.
Vital on the Hela has so much value being built, right? The Goddess of Death without the shield of Doctor Strange. They know that they don't have any shield to counter it as well. Only Fun with the shield on the Magneto. But right now, they're pushing the points far ahead and with plenty of time punch. 2.5 minutes on the clock and so close to unlocking that point.
And now look at that, Haiyan setting up a choke point or a flank point, not allowing Zune to go for any dive spots.
Yeah.
And they're actually about to unlock the second checkpoint. However, they're holding up shop here. Invisible Boundary to keep everyone alive, but responded by Rebirth's Fate of Both Worlds. So we do have 3 ultimates on the side of Crazy Raccoons versus Gen.G's 2 ultimates. Going for the Psionic Seduction to start things off with Crazy Raccoon's offensive take.
Go!
Whoa!
Nice! You trying to seduce me? Seduce this Meteor Ram right now, but the Fate of Both Worlds gonna negate that Eye of Agamotto, and the fight is gonna continue. Gen.G might be able to hold this point. Might be able to hold this point with the numbers advantage and the rotation. Dotori's Fate of Both Worlds about to be gone, but Brownie with the Supernova ready to be used as soon as there is a next team fight. But right now, just pushing the opponents, Crazy Raccoon away. Like, you Crazy Raccoons, get off my turf. This is not where you belong. This is Gen.G's turf. But Crazy Raccoon still has a minute and a half going in.
Yeah, they still got a ton of time left for them to try and scramble their ways to get to this point. So, let's see, able to start things off with a Dance of the Butterflies, forcing the supports to be able to save each other. So, did they gain some ground here as the Supernova is going to get launched on this alleyway? So close to getting eliminated, but no. Staying alive. So great survivability on Crazy Raccoon's side. But we do see that Brownie did take out Vital as he switched on over to the Punisher, because the eye in the sky, the damage in the sky is too much, so they got to put more hit scan onto Crazy Raccoons. Nell, less than a minute left for Crazy Raccoons for the retake.
Yeah, Guardian of Hell right there. Brownie, like, die in my fire. And that's exactly what happened. Vital's gone. But right now, Snake has the invisible boundary ready for that support when needed. But on the side of Crazy Raccoon, they have 3 ultimates ready. The final judgment, I assume, will be that last trump card being used with less than 30 seconds, Podge. Let's see, the action should be coming in very soon. We're about to see. Okay, Fatal Both Worlds coming in. But now final judgment, let's go, Rambo style. Will that be enough to push the point?
Oh, Fun taking out Vital. That was huge with a big Meteor M. So they still got 2 checks to cast in for Crazy Raccoons, but they are gaining ground here now. Gen.G now are slowly backing away. JT3 up here. J-Mac able to actually get the Eye of Agamotto. And now we're going to see the Choke Slam, as well as maybe a Psionic Seduction to be able to take them off point. And now a Dance of the Butterfly to put it on top of the cherry. That Crazy Raccoon is serving. So close to unlocking that point, taking out 2, 3. Kadia with a response, taking out Rebirth. So they're still trying to fight back. High-End now just taken to the skies, forcing the overtime, but he takes out Johnny Storm. 1 more left. It is Zune, the Psionic Star. No, not quite. High-End takes out Zune.
Crazy Raccoon will be able to win that point and move onwards, and that is thanks to the critical aim of High-End, just taking out strategists, right? Taking out Snake, Dotori, and that's it. You cannot hold that point without heals. The strategists are so vital here, and that's why High-End, Crazy Raccoon knew exactly what to do, and they got this point. And right now, all of a sudden, Gen.G needs to defend this second point no matter what within the next 1 minute plus.
Yeah, also with the way that JT3 was able to manage that point and hold it and get that Psionic Seduction, also peel off the backline was so good. So JT3 also had that moment in the first game where he did get taken off that point, so hopefully it's not going to happen again. Kadia switching to the Goddess of Death, showing that High-End's not the only one that can click heads.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh my god, I'm a goddess as well, and I'm the Goddess of Death without the ultimate, right? But I can still click heads, I can still eliminate, and that's exactly what they need to do now. Raking the damage and apply pressure! Apply pressure! That's what happened. JT3 down for the count, and Kadia has Goddess of Death available for years.
Yeah, he was able to, I mean, clicking that much heads, you definitely did pay respect to that Goddess of Death. He can use that. Fun as well, but we get a kidnap all here in the fog, forcing Zune to actually retreat. Brownie still on the Johnny Storm here, just providing some form of damage line as the statue of Bast is moving in this corner, forcing the overtime now. The retake's gonna happen on Gen.G side. They got a touch point here now.
Yeah, they got a touch point indeed, and with all the ultimate ready, bound the last stand coming in, but the Fate of Both Worlds, and of course the Invisible Boundary coming in. Oh, that's that. Fun is gonna go down, and that's super huge. No Meteor F available, but JT3, Psionic Seduction available. We'll be able to use it right now. They are pushing through. Rebirth, Vitals, final judgment. What the hell? At least they're gonna take out the hell out instantly. Everything's gonna be used, but every ultimate is gonna use all the things.
But now Kadia and Brownie taking out JT3 and J-Mac, but High-End able to hold it, but not too long, unable to get the 3 points and only push past the hallways. That was so crazy. JT3 was actually waiting for the Goddess of Death. He put the Diamond Shield just so he could save it up, but KDS still able to circumvent that and got the Goddess of Death for the pickoffs. And Gen.G were able to hold it up until point 2.
Yeah, that was so important right there, right? Just the ability, the difference between having a 2 Vanguard on the front lines at the very end right there, and of course the switch from Kadia to Hela as well. And yeah, it was just so vital in order to keep that point from moving forward. And once they eliminated that final stand by Crazy Raccoons, they got the point. But Poch, it's not over yet because Gen.G might have stopped them from getting the full 3 points. But right now, they got to deal with Crazy Raccoon's crazy defense.
30 seconds before
Yeah,
you
that's
attack.
true.
Get
Gen.G
ready.
now, they do have their fair share of dive. Well, in terms of Zune, he kind of switches between Venom, Hulk,
The underworld?
and the Thing, but it seems like he's getting a lot out of this Venom, because Venom does have a lot of good spots that he can set up from above, get a really good dives to disrupt the backline. These crazy raccoons, man, once you start getting in their territory, they're rabid. They crazy raccoons.
I know. They're gonna start chewing all your stuff and and hoping that you don't notice them. Sneaky right there. But coming in, J-Mac again on the Captain America, just trying to test the waters, trying to see where the opponents are. You know, just saying like, okay, oh, I'm just doing scouting duty. Please don't take me out. And obviously, Captain America here is so good as a surveillance as well, right? So realizing where they're coming from, they're coming down from the bottom part. They're stationed right at the middle, the left side. And Haya's gonna be taken out by Fun Fun out of the blue.
Big takedown to start things off, and Fun Fun already gaining so much ground here. Hopefully he's gonna get some heals, but now forcing them into this small hole, meaning that they've already made their push successful, taking out JT3 as well. Gen.G Esports with authority claiming point.
Wow, what a play. Not too bad. Right now, the click, I mean, the accuracy is just amazing, right? Even strategists as well, just clicking heads as well. And this is where the fight actually gets really tough. They're almost unlocking the point.
Portal. Okay, but they're still kind of spread out now. So we see Gen.G doing an amazing job. Dotori trying to clap and able to get out. J-Mac in the process, so a big retake. They only have 1 Vanguard. Vital gets taken out as well. Kadia taking out Hyan. So big team fight, big team wipe on Gen.G's side to unlock the point with so much time left on the clock.
I know, 5 minutes. That was so quick. That was such a quick unlock. But right now, you can see that they are changing towards a different strategy. Crazy Raccoon, right now, they are going to have the Emma Frost and the Psylocke tandem right there. And Vitals on the, hopefully that turret is going to come in handy because they definitely need more firepower on the front lines.
Oh, whoa, big sneak right behind, able to take out Kadia just when you thought the Goddess of Death was safe. No, we have a ninja here with Psylocke and got some daggers with name on it. Got a little too hot there, able to actually go back here, has the dance with the butterflies to take out Brownie. My goodness, Hyan is a man on a mission. He's angry.
Yeah, he's super angry. But Fun Fun is also angry. He's taken out Vital. He's like, yeah, you take out one of mine, I'm going to take out one of yours too. But right now, the battle resets. They're going to be fighting around the load as well. But J-Mac still has that Freedom Charge available if they really want to push for it. Brownie on the sky, just being... Yeah, just get off the float, please. Just get it off. And the left clicks can be really hard, but the Psionic Seduction coming in right now, trying to silence the ultimate. And look at J-Mac, he's like, yeah, I just want the strategies at the back line. Pardon me, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, but Brownie's there to kind of play bodyguard, and now we're going to try to put more damage onto the Supernova from the backline. So, however, we do get a dancing butterfly to try and counter here, forcing the fate of both worlds and the invisible boundaries to pop for defensive sides. But now Fun Fun still trying to hold points, still trying to push. Goddess of Death is going to be added, as well as a final judgment. Not going to get any value out of that, but Kadia taking out Vital in the process, and now Gen.G has slowly but surely ensured that there is no final judgment to go past this point.
Yeah, that final judgment was so good. It took out the Goddess of Death, but because of the bonus 1000 armor, Kadia was able to click health with that remaining health, sliver of health. And that's how they're pushing through so hard right now. Even though Tori's taking the kill, Fun Fun's taking the elimination, Kadia, Brownie's gonna join suit. Everyone's doing their job. And Hyan! Oh no, no stalking for you here today, sir. No stalking for you. And that's gonna be the end of that defense for the first point, Punch.
Oh, hang on. We do have a little bit of, it's like Captain America coming in, as well as Rebirth, just to dance on point, and Psionic Seduction. Snake forced to go for the invisible boundary, and now we have a Meteor M. LeBron James to take out Rebirth, and now J-Mac in the process without any support, taking out Hyan, and they're gonna unlock this next point now unless Crazy Raccoons can hold, but they've already staggered a little too much.
Yeah, exactly. Fun saying, yeah, my name may be Fun, but no fun for you guys today. And taking out all of them at the same time. That dunk was amazing. Stopping that healing from holding the point, and now they're looking to push it past the second point. And look at Brownie. He's not even being passive. He's just super aggressive, following the team, pushing the lanes, super aggressive, and that's how you should play. And now Supernova available for use when needed. Crazy Raccoons though, only one ultimate on the side of Shogun and Hyan soon to join.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's
Slow.
getting their ultimate. They're getting a little ahead of script there with getting the ultimates, but they really need to hold this point. And I think it's just, like you mentioned, just the overwhelming offense from Gen.G side. Look at that. Just Brownie peppering the back lines, making sure that they have to look in all angles to stay alive here. JT3 trying to focus fire, but look at that Brownie just from above trying to take out JT3. Hyan forced to go for the dance of the butterflies, and now a Supernova to boot. My goodness, how did it get cancelled? Oh my god!
He got cancelled. Unfortunately, he got cancelled, but it's okay because right now he has 50% now, and with the piece of the abyss, he's gonna take out Brownie. Still able to take out both of the team of Crazy Raccoon, but right now Hyan is gonna return, taking out Brownie. The fight is not over. Zun's gonna take out Vital right at this point, but Zun coming back in with the dive. Kadia taking out JT3, and it seems like with just a little bit of distance left, they will be able to touch it, hopefully.
Oh my god! Zun needs to help touch point here. They're slowly but surely able to move and push the cart. Now the cart's being saved. The Jeff is going to actually get the freeze. And now we continue on here now to push possibly past a little bit of the overtime. But Crazy Raccoon's forced to go for the fate of both worlds just to keep everyone up. Vital went for a desperation portal just to hold point. Snake keeping everyone alive from the back lines. No check marks, only on Fun's side for him to have a Meteor M for defense. Now Brownie forced to go for the Iron Man. Jarvis, hang on. We're ready with that clip if he's going to be able to get it. Last stand for Crazy Raccoons to hold.
Goodbye, J-Mac. Captain America, you down for the count. But now, Hyan at the back lines taking out Snake as well. The strategist, again, we talk about this. Taking out the strategist is super important. Fun's going to go down for the count. Vital as well. And now Zun going down. Brownie going down. But it's okay, Podge, because they still have 1.5 minutes and they still have their ultimates ready.
Can I just say, the way that they were able to manage that was so scary. Gen.G was a hair strand away from actually pushing past the overtime, or like pushing and getting the victory here. But right now, Crazy Raccoons are fighting back. They're coming into this next team fight with some ultimates to work with. But on the other hand, we see Kadia on the low gang. So we're going to see some kidnaps possibly happen. Farraleap unable to get anything out of it just yet. J-Mac has that freedom charge. Hyan has the dance of the butterflies. Brownie's still holding on to that pulse charge. So we still have to wait to see how he's going to use that. But the takeout is going to happen, and they just push point.
What a play! And that's exactly how you do it. Gen.G just proving that you don't get 3 points from us. We're definitely going to push that 3 points from you. And right now, that short difference is going to be the difference maker between the two teams. Right now, Podge, the reversal has happened. 2-0 in favor of Gen.G.
I can feel Nell smiling from ear to ear because his channel points are safe. And I'm pretty sure everyone's channel points, but it was actually almost 50-50 at one point.
It was,
so
yeah.
it's so close. It really went down to the wire, but I think Gen.G realized, or at least Crazy Raccoon showed, allow the Captain America to come out. Let's go.
Yeah, because Magneto Fun was crazy, right, on the Magneto. And I think they were like, yeah, we had enough of this LeBron James nonsense, right? It was dunking everything. It was dunking every single Meteor M. So smart move. Like, okay, fine, we'll take the Captain America. We don't mind.
As long as we don't get dunked on by the Meteor M. So probably going to be a standard fare here. Magneto, Loki bans. Considering the banning the Mantis, just to be safe, because Crazy Raccoons do prioritize using that, well, saving it, but as of late, it just seems like I think just getting rid of the Guardians is also a good step in the right direction. So mirror ban on the Mantis side. Last lock-in is going to be Ultron.
Let's go.
Maybe you could ban out Luna.
All right. Ban out Luna, that's... Yeah, I mean, I can see the idea because you don't have Magneto to shut down Luna's Fate of Both Worlds anymore. So maybe banning Luna could be a good choice. Oh, yeah. Wolverine would be...
Preference, like you said.
Yeah, preference. Yeah. Wolverine would be annoying too. So good job on Crazy Raccoon taking out Wolverine, because if left open, Gen.G is definitely going to let Brownie play that Wolverine.
Yeah. And I think it's also just to keep them safe, right? Like, they don't want the Magneto to come out. They also want to be able to ensure that they have safety with their Doctor Strange or their Emma Frost. So just taking out the Wolverine is definitely a step in the right direction. And as you pointed out, just maybe preference. And they could just deal with the Fate of Both Worlds on the side of response on Gen.G's side. So that's going to allow Gen.G actually to take out high-end Psylocke.
Yeah. That's good, because Psylocke would be super annoying. I think they cannot handle the flanks, right, from left and right. So, and with the availability of Emma Frost, it makes sense to ban out the Psylocke. So let's see if that's going to be helping Crazy Raccoon. I feel like Crazy Raccoon has did a good job with the bans. Whereas for Gen.G, I think it's sort of like, yeah, cool, Zune gets to play Captain America, sort of situation, right? But yeah, but now, guys, this is where we get to see what impact Zune has when Captain America is unbanned. So hopefully that will help Gen.G probably secure their spot into the grand finals.
And I wonder, we talked about like the start of this map, right? Like Zune can't set up that much flanks on the defensive side yet. Maybe he's gonna let something else rock, but he is a Captain America expert. I mean, we both talked to him, right? He loves the utility of that freedom charge, the ability to move around the map and just save everyone or just get disruption from the backline. So hopefully CR is not gonna regret letting Captain America loose in this match. If not, Zune will be on a tear here in Midtown.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, only time can tell. Ripasuko. Oh wait, Ripasuko's in. Oh, Ripasuko.
Oh my God. Okay, this is very interesting. He is the Captain America or the Vanguard main of Crazy Raccoon. So like you said, they're calling in the reinforcements. They're assembling Ripasuko to get in here.
Let's go.
And now gonna go 1v1 here with Fun.
Oh my God, 1v1. Let's see who's gonna come out on top. But right now, it's only fair that they do this. But right now, wait a minute. The back lines are being harassed as well, but Ripasuko with the diamond defense is gonna try and at least help push that convoy a little bit more. But now, Zune trying to mess with the back lines. Ripasuko's like, okay, you guys deal with it.
Nice. And I love that diamond, just getting rid of anyone on point here. And the fact that they move past that that room area is just so good at this point. So they are definitely pushing. They're holding strong here, but same on the defensive side on Gen.G. They can't allow them to push a little further because that first point will be unlocked. But so far, Ripasuko and JT3 doing a lot of work here, able to actually get so much damage out of the diving or the front lines of Gen.G. And they're slowly but surely pushing here now.
Yeah, Ripasuko doing God's work there. That's definitely complication. Oh my God! Brownie's doing God's work actually. But now with the freeze, he's gonna be able to put the Iron Man down. But Iron Man, it's okay. He's just dribbling across the sky, so to speak. But right now, Final! Oh my God! Taking out Fun with the Wolverine, and now hanging on.
Oh!
Didn't push off.
Nice. You gotta love the Invisible Woman getting the displacement from the Wolverine, but Vital, I mean, Ripasuko able to actually come back into this matchup is so good, especially in the first point. But trying to get the Iron Man, able to get a capture, but not quite there. Songhun in the back line's gonna get harassed a little bit by Captain America, but you do see that Wolverine's able to save up shop here. Hyan now on the Johnny Storm, forcing out the invisible barrier just for them to go on the defense. Pulse Cannon able to take out Ripasuko once again.
One Vanguard left, make that 4v6, and JT3 gonna go down for the count as well. Only 3 people left to deal with Gen.G Esports right now. Gen.G Esports is moving forward, and with that confidence, marching down the land.
And now forcing Hyan to change to the Winter Soldier, Vital onto the Hela, just to them to be able to get out the Katie and Brownie from the sky. So Ripasuko, hopefully he didn't come in too late that he can try and push a little more because clock is a ticking for them to touch point here now.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of time left. 1 minute and 20 seconds for Crazy Raccoon. But right now, the grapple! That's huge! Hella unable to fly away. And now, Psionic Seduction, both in play. Fun is going to try and... Okay, Fate of Both Worlds going to try and sustain a little bit. Dotori as well. Rage of Ultron trying to deal as much damage as possible. But right now, Ripasuko responding with a Psionic Seduction as well. But is it enough to help the team? Because right now, Haiyan is gone, taken out of commission. Only 5v6 in this game. But the point is still stuck. So at least they will be able to buy time for Crazy Raccoon's Haiyan to come back to the battlefield.
Yeah, this second turn is quite tricky because you have two of the best fires just making sure they're safe and sound from the backlines here. Just getting those damage in. Ripasuko forced to actually go back, but now Vital able to go for the Goddess of Death, forcing Snake out of position here. Still keeping the heals going. Invisible Barrier is ready. Zune continuing to disrupt the backline, but forcing out the Fate of Both Worlds. Crazy Raccoon continue to try and push on. It seems like Eternal Bond is going to be online in just a bit, but Fun having the Psionic Seduction will pop it first, and they trying to push so slowly but surely, able to unlock the point.
Kraken impact going on again. The third elimination coming in, and this is the Super Soldier we're looking at. The fourth elimination getting out Gen.G. Is this Winter Soldier the answer to Crazy Raccoon's advancement?
Seems like it. Let's see if they're going to do any switch-ups. Still sticking with the same type of lineup, but so far, it seems like the tandem of Vital and Haiyan have been working. Far-range damage onto the Goddess of Death, as well as, you know, just hella being hit scan character, while Haiyan doing the cleanup down in the ground. Ripasuko still and JT3 doing God's work and trying to gain as much ground as possible, while Fun forcing a flank here as the tank.
Okay, yeah, with the Rage of Ultron. You can see the barrages of the left clicks. Hella is like, help me right here. But Ripasuko is saying, all right, I'm here. Silent Seduction is ready. But JT3 on the Doctor Strange. The Maelstrom of that. That's going to take out Kadia. And that's going to be 5v6 at the moment. Right now, he still has an Eye of Agamotto to deal with the onslaught. And he's going to use it. It's a Fate of Both Worlds. Perfect timing by Dotori. Wait, Pulse Cannon.
Able to keep him alive. And now Zune taking out the Goddess of Death. But Rebirth responding, taking out Brownie. So far, a kickoff of 2v1, and now Snake just keeping everyone alive. No ultimates are going to be used just yet, but Zune has that freedom charge just for them to be able to hold point. Snake also with the invisible boundary, but the cart is slowly moving here.
Yeah, it's slowly moving forward, and that's exactly what they need to push forward. But now Crazy Raccoon's like, yeah, it's okay. We have Halo Both. We're going to push you forward. But unfortunately, Dotori is going to go down, so it's going to be 5v6 here. Snake already employing the invisible boundary. The Fun also has Psionic Seduction, but it's okay. Seong-hoon has cloaked the effect, and now they're going to hide behind terrain while pushing, waiting for the effects to be gone, and then pushing in for the Goddess of Death. Vital, will he be able to get value out of this? He's going to be able to get 1, 2, make the 2 eliminations, and that's going to be one strategy is gone. And Haiyan joining in the action as well with the Kraken impact, and that's going to be enough to make that stand.
One more! Taking out Kadia as well. My goodness. Kind of deja vu of unlocking that first point. Just Vital and Haiyan cleaning up shop with their ultimates. Haiyan with the armed and dangerous Kraken impact. Vital once more, taking out Fun, staggering them. This is going to allow a lot of ground to be gained by Herbie as they push the objective forward to get that third point.
And you know what? They've used up all of their ultimates.
They have.
Right? In order to push this point. And now, as the point closes in, and this is where things might get a little bit hard for Crazy Raccoon, because the points here are so close to the spawn point, and Gen.G will be able to defend a little bit better here and come back to place. But right now, ultimate being silenced, Dotori unable to use anything, but Brownie with the Dazzle's Butterfly, unable to take out anyone, but Fun will be taken out. Dotori is Snake, soon everyone's gone. Crazy Raccoon sealing the fate of Gen.G once again. Kadia's the only one left, and the point is so close.
It is. They have one last push here. I wonder how Gen.G's going to respond. They need to come out of the gate like a bat out of hell for them to be able to claim this. But Vital has such a good, I would say, a point here, like at the top, just constantly pumping in damage. As soon as they try to go in, they're using all their cooldowns. And now it's Zune that has to be the one to disrupt the backline damage. But in the process, forcing Vital to actually go downtown here. Slowly but surely, JT3 trying to set up that Eye of Agamotto, but Gen.G need to respond.
Yeah, they definitely need to respond right now, especially since there's only less than 20 minutes left. At 20 seconds left, Kadia is on the Punisher. He's like, yeah, give me that Punisher action. I'm going to set up that turret right here, right now, 80%. We are probably going to anticipate that final judgment. Gen.G! Oh my god, he's going to get pushed away! JT3!
Oh, getting... Vital on Spider-Man, though. He's going to try to touch point, trying to get a pull. We have Brownie already invisible form, trying to take out one. Not quite there. High End does have the Kraken impact for him to be able to utilize, but the dance-off is happening. Once the dance floor is cleared, as well as the invisible boundary, trust that there will be eliminations. Last Judgment, Final Judgment taken out, and we try to keep pushing. He's going to try to farm some... right here, chat. Oh my god, get the choke slam out of here as he tries to go for Tatori. The death mark is on Tatori. He gets it back. Not quite. Eternal bond to keep everyone alive. But is it too late now?
It's too late. Everyone in Gen.G has been wiped. And there goes my channel points.
It's all good. Wait, not yet. Not yet. We still got to play the other half. But wow, crazy raccoons. They got another raccoon waiting, and his name is Basuko. And the tandem that you pointed out, the Goddess of Death and the Winter Soldier coming into the mix, doing so much work in unlocking the first and second checkpoint.
My god, crazy raccoons showing why they are a master of offense, right? And it shows, right? It's just so hard to defend against barrages after barrages of attack, and just that swap at the very end as well, that was enough to take them off guard. But right now, Gen.G, they're not out of commission yet. This is their turn to go on the offense.
And you called it, right? I think what you said best, like, meet me at the middle, let's have like a 1v1 mechanical wise, and they're able to actually pop that off. Just leave the vanguards to fight, but the pickoffs were so impressive on the side of Crazy Raccoons. Now they're changing things up though. They are gonna go with a Warlock strat here, just to have the overwhelming resurrect strategy to come in. Not even having any tandem of the Guardians.
Yeah, it's okay, it's fine, smart. Just use it for single utility.
Oh, Penny, by the way, sorry. Oh my gosh, we have a Penny.
Penny and Rocket Raccoon. Okay, let's see. All right, they're gonna try and defend at this point right now. And we've seen Crazy Raccoon defend this point against rejects before, and they stopped rejects at the first point itself. So let's see if they're gonna be able to do the same thing right here. Looks like it's gonna be an all-out defense, iron defense point, and JT3 still in the front lines. Gen.G is like, hey, what are you doing at the front lines? Get this guy out of here. JT3 surviving though, so he'll come back after getting killed.
Oh man, I know someone in chat that's smiling from ear to ear. Shouts to Blaze Raven. You got your Penny, and now they're still holding really well. Fun taken out by Hyan. Again, this is a hybrid. Talking about Hyan on this Warlock, getting so much damage. The right hold, able to take out Brownie in the sky.
Goodbye, Storm. You're going to go back to the respawn point, and this is what they are known for doing. We've seen this time and time again. And Crazy Raccoon, the most recent example against rejects, they hold this point super hard. But right now, that Penny and the Raccoon tandem seems to be doing wonders.
Oh, Moon. Okay, Hyan able to take out Kadia. Kadia taking out Vital. It's the Squirrel Girl. Oh my goodness. Actually, not the Squirrel Girl, my bad. Able to actually take out a lot, but now the Resurrect did come into the BRB. Seunghun did do the Eternal Bond just for Vital to come back, so they're still holding strong because of that. And my goodness, yeah, my eyes do not deceive me. Kadia on spawn with a Squirrel Girl, and now Omega Hurricane to try to catch anyone. It seems like he's gonna catch out the Adam Warlock.
But Adam Warlock, fortunately, does have the Cocoon Rebirth. Let's see if he's going to revive himself here. But look at Crazy Raccoons. They are holding this point like madman. Gen.G are unable to move past this point.
Yeah, no entry, just the iron defenses. Like you pointed out, we're gonna get JT3 with that portal. Wait. Okay, now it's gonna start. They're gonna just move a little bit, but let's see if they're able to set up shop here. They're gonna have to wait and see where is going to happen.
Oh
Okay,
my God.
portal has been set up, and now the spider nests as well. Double spider nest and Penny ultimate inbound.
All right, Penny, my man, my main Vanguard coming in, but now getting grappled. He's like, stop right there. I am Nagamoto coming in with the crowd control. JT3. We will be using Maelstrom of Madness, taking out Snake. KD has gone, and right now continuing the onslaught and just holding Gen.G, saying, go home, get some rest. We do not want you to move past this point.
That's crazy. They're able to actually set up the Penny nest a lot further. So now Crazy Raccoons have to walk a little further for them to even touch point. But dare I say this is a little harder because they don't have the value of maybe using a Moon Knight for them to be all clustered together. And now we see that the Adam Warlock adding so much damage. They do have to go in with the Final Judgment as well as the Fate of Both Worlds. Unable to respond, taking out JT3.
Okay.
Hyan with a Karmic Rebirth though, but he's found out. My goodness, now Cadia getting so much out of this Final Judgment. Are they able to actually get the resurrect? They do! They're actually behind here with a Karmic Rebirth!
Oh my God, and the Eternal Bond to continue the action. They're gonna try and hold the lines with only less than 1 minute available. They're gonna try and hold on as much as possible with the Omega Hurricane coming by Brownie and Fun with the Psionic Seduction as well.
Oh!
They are gonna clear the side of Crazy Raccoon, and oh my goodness, what's going on with the live feed? Too much action!
Too much action! Too much ultimates! Oh my goodness! And now Fun able to take out Vital. Oh, able to get this push. JT3 does not have a portal to work with. Hyan's the only one that is here. He's going to try to go 1v1 with Doctor Strange. He does have that cocoon, but he will...
10 seconds.
Oh, he's actually waiting.
Okay, yeah.
JT3 still holding point here, but the shield won't be enough.
And the melee.
Goes for the knife slash, yep.
The melee to add insult to injury. And it looks like Gen.G. But mind you though, it's already at overtime status, right? So
Yep.
the moment Gen.G just keeps their foot out of this convoy, that's where Crazy Raccoon will take the game. So Crazy Raccoon doing a great job stopping them for the duration early game, but will they be able to maintain this choke hold at this point?
Eye of Agamotto, but Invisible Boundary. Ripasuko getting all the fire here. Able to take it once again. Cadia with a back-to-back ultimate cleanup for them to unlock the point. And I think Crazy Raccoon's got to go back to the workshop to be able to figure out how to stop Gen.G's advancement.
This is a great time to be a Punisher main because Cadia was having fun left-clicking all of them. He's like, come at me, bro. I got your days numbered. And everyone was actually really cluttering around, being like, yeah, we wanna stop you at the point, right? So perfect use of the Final Judgment, but they're not out of the blue right yet. Only 2 minutes for them to push the next point, Hutch.
Yeah, and mind you, Gen.G have to force overtime from happening because Crazy Raccoon got the full 3. So they have to reserve all their strength to be able to push this for them to be able to move to Grand Finals. They switch it up. Vital actually on the Wolverine, so can he get some sneaky kidnaps? I don't think Gen.G have seen that he swapped out. Now Psionic Seduction to get crowd control, and now a kidnap does happen, taking out Snake to start things off in this next team fight.
All right, taking out one strategist is a huge deal. And right now, Omega Hurricane is going to be employed. Fun with the Psionic Seduction as well. Let's see if that's going to be enough to deter them. But Seong-Hoon with the Fate of Both Worlds will be able to avoid much casualty. No one's going down just yet. But the last stand is going to try and eliminate the back lines. But no, sorry. Cadia on the Punisher. He's going to punish the hell out of Crazy Raccoons. And right now, Gen.G clearing up shop. Everyone's going down. Oh my God. This Punisher pick has been paying dividends for Gen.G.
It has been, man. He was able to invest so much in in the past, like, what, 2 minutes? Getting 2 ultimates out, 2 final judgments, and now just deterring Vital. It's too hard. Oh, wow, able to actually get through with the portal, forcing him out of that turret point. And now they're going to be able to unlock this point unless they hold shop. Another final judgment. Is he able to actually get any pickoffs out of here? He's just going to focus fire just so no one can touch point. Able to take out JT3. Brownie in the mids here. He's gonna try and able to unlock this point. They're gonna be 1 man down now.
Oh my goodness, and now Reba trying the best to just keep out of sight, but now Omega Hurricane is gonna be shut down. Hyan just shut down Brownie in the midst of the ultimate, and that's going to be a huge deal right here. So close to the point. Wait a minute. Fun.
Oh, fun cleaning up shop here. Now it's Crazy Raccoons that's got to respond, taking out High-End. Couldn't live with that success for too long. And now Zune on the Doctor Strange, making sure he's going to clear up shop here as Ripasuko still holds and forces the overtime from happening. They got to walk all the way back here. They have no portals to stay alive with, and now it seems like they've unlocked the second point.
Wow, Gen.G has put up such a fierce fight against Crazy Raccoon that has actually held them at hostage point, right at the spawn point, right? So that Penny Parker, unfortunately, yeah, if only it
worked
could
at
be
the
used
start.
here. Yeah, unfortunately, it's
Yeah.
not going to work here anymore. But right now, they can still hold on to the point. There's only a minute left, and if Gen.G falls here, it will take quite a little bit of time for them to get back to the convoy.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. And final
Vital, look at
seconds.
Vital.
No, Vital. Everyone keep quiet. Here comes the kid up. No, they're able to find who talks, chat. They told him. But now Aya of Agamotto. The push. But you see the Aya taking out Katie at the revenge. And now the Psionic Seduction for the siege. We still keep everyone alive. Another Eye of Agamotto to catch Johnny Storm, but the fate of both worlds keep everyone alive. Supernova is online for High-End to use to light up the dance floor if he wants to. Invisible Boundary to keep everyone alive, and Vital taking out Fun.
Fun was outside the invisible boundary. He's like, get back in here. Why are you outside my shield? But right now, Omega Hurricane for the second time is going to come in, and that's going to be a sweep right there. But Rebirth already has the Eternal Bond trying to negate the damage. Zoom has already gone down. Everyone, they are just trying to take Brownie out. He's like, so what? We're not afraid of the Omega Hurricane, but the Battle Judgment getting shut down. What are you doing? There's no shield in front of you. You shouldn't have done that. But right now, overtime has been forced. Gen.G, they are in frantic mode, trying to get back to the point, trying to hold on to the point because they know this is their last stand.
A black, oh no, I thought it was gonna be a Black Panther, but it's Zune on the Venom here just to try to hold point. It's gonna be enough. One person is on point. Overtime is coming in, and now they're unable to do so. Crazy Raccoons come back.
And that's why you don't gamble everything on a single match, because I just lost everything. But I'm so willing to lose that because that was such a good play by Crazy Raccoons. That was such a good play. I didn't mind at all.
Yeah, it was okay. They brought in Ripasuko. That's one of the goats that we did see in Marvel Rivals Invitational and Marvel Rivals Championship for Asia. So that was one of the changes. Also, they weren't afraid to kind of go, especially on pushing. They did with the Bucky and Hela tandem, but here Hyan on the Johnny Storm really held up shop towards the end.
Yeah, definitely. And Brownie at the very last minute as well, trying to... That mic is cooked, Poch. I thought you're using your Blue Yeti mic. Oh wait, your Samsung mic.
It is, but I don't know what happened. Interesting.
Do you want to use your...
Wait, let me try to plug it and unplug it.
Okay. Unplug and plug it back. I'm gonna mute his voice for a bit just so that you guys don't hear it. Okay, how about now, guys? How about now?
Test. Is it better now?
You sound softer.
Because I'm whispering.
Oh, you are?
I don't want the static.
I don't hear statics now, though. Guys, can you guys hear if there are statics?
Now nothing. Okay. Now ASMR commentary brought to you.
ASMR.
Mellow and Posh Spice. Nell, it seems like we do have a ban on Twitter.
Exactly.
Frost, what are your thoughts?
I mean, Emma Frost.
Clear static. Oh no.
Emma Frost is pretty
They still
annoying.
they still hear the static, but low volume.
It's just low volume static. Oh well, better than high volume static.
Try to refresh on OBS my
Okay.
Discord.
I will do that, sir. How do you refresh on OBS?
You know the audio source.
What about this?
Mhm.
You leave
Oh
this.
yeah, I'll mute on this Discord. Then I'll go.
Yeah. Good
Turn me
idea.
up on the other one.
Or villain, I'm not judging.
Okay. Well, that's great. Now I can't hear you. Video, I'm trying to hear you, but now I can't hear you. No, don't mute on Discord. Let me hear you. Okay. Guys, let us know. Is it okay? Is it okay? I don't hear any statics though. I can't hear him. Solo casting. I can't hear him. What? You can. You
maybe
can.
my audio source. We can't hear Poch. It's the audio source, I think.
Can you hear now, guys?
It's silent. Oh, it's silent now. As in, we can hear now. Okay. Is it better?
Silent now.
Check.
Oh, great. So
No, still static on my end.
Oh, the static's back. Oh no. Is it really coming from Discord? No.
I'll change mics.
Okay. All right. No problem. I'm gonna do some solo casting. Hopefully you guys can bear with me a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and looks like the portal is gonna come in soon by Fun just trying to establish the first position. As you know, in this map, getting to the position first is super important just to outflank your opponents. And right now, the heavy crossfire is going to happen between both teams. And no casualties so far. Vital just trying to shotgun everyone on the other side. But now, Ripasuko going to be the first casualty. And that's thanks to Dotori. And Brownie trying to kidnap. Doesn't even need to kidnap. JT3 down for the count. Crazy Raccoon needs to be very careful because Brownie has eliminated both of them and Kadia as well. And this is what we're talking about. Gen.G taking the first point after eliminating Crazy Raccoons.
Even small victories are worth celebrating.
Oh, you're very soft. You're very soft. You're very soft. Yeah. You're very soft. Ooh, Ripasuko, super buff right now. You're very soft.
How about now?
Very soft.
Still?
Yeah, very soft. Oh, Ripasuko, the muscle man coming in. And now the Haymaker trying to make that difference coming in. But oh my goodness, the heals are coming up so hard for Gen.G. But Snake's going to be taken out. And I think that's going to be the beginning of the difference showing. Snake, one of the strategists gone. But Kadia with the Rage of Ultron's going to push them back a little bit. But Brownie so far up. Thinking that's going to happen. JT3, will he survive? The shield's going to help him a little bit, but it's still being pursued. The last stand is going to be used, and JT3 is going to be taken out. Zoon's going to take out Vital as well. And I am looking at Gen.G taking Crazy Raccoons out one by one. Poch, you want to try?
Hello. Check.
Very soft.
Still?
I can hear.
Maybe boost me up on...
No, you're very boosted. You're very boosted.
Okay, soft but no stat.
You're at 200%. Okay, that's a butterfly. That's a butterfly coming in. Brownie's like, hey, who can I go for next? And the answer is, I'm going to go for whoever, but I'm not going to get anyone. But it's clobbering time. BDRM going to be engaged. Even Io Wakamoto coming in. Brownie just trying to slash and dash, but unfortunately he's not going to get anyone down just yet. Even Psionic Seduction has been used, but Fate of Bofo by Rebirth is going to keep everyone alive. Zoon with the Psionic Seduction is not going to do anything after all. Reach of Ultron is going to be employed, and right now everything has been thrown. Both sides. Crazy Raccoon. Oh my goodness! Clobbering time for the second time. Ripasuko crowd controlling everyone in this chat. Look at what's going on. JT3 is going to be in Kadia. Zoon has eliminated Sunghun, but now the final judgment coming in by Vital. Hopefully that's going to be able to push that, but no, JT3 is going to go down. Zoon has taken him out. And of course, overtime, no one's on point just yet, but it looks like the thing is coming to push forward, and Brown is going to go down, and hopefully this is going to be the push that they need to do. But Rebirth right here. Try to heal from backlines. Fun has Avagomoto ready. Will he be able to use it? He's going to be able to push Crazy Raccoons off the point. And that's going to be the point going to Gen.G in Frozen Air Field. And I have no channel points to bet.
Guys, please give it up for Nell. I'm shouting right now.
You're shouting? I can hear you. I can hear you.
You can't? Are you serious? It's so loud on my end. I don't get it.
Swanee, help me. I'm losing my voice. Please don't say that. We're solo cast ever.
It's so loud. I mean, like, wow. Check. 1, 2. Hello.
It's really soft. If that's shouting, shout louder. That's what they're saying.
Krakoa may not be perfect,
Hello.
but it's as
Oh,
close as we're
check.
gonna get.
Oh my god. Ow. I'm shouting my own ear.
Maybe, do you have like a headphone microphone you could use?
That's what I'm using right now. I'm using a different.
The battle starts
Increase
in
its
5,
Discord. It's already at 200%.
3.
Okay. Give me another. Give me another.
One.
Second. Sorry,
Okay,
Nell.
no problem.
All you need to do is catch the mission.
Okay, game sound is louder than Podge. Unfortunately, it's coming from the live feed. I already put it way lower. It's already minus 20 decibels for the live feed. Podge is at like plus 50. Eee. Swanee, I don't get what you're saying. But right now, Vital is on the Star-Lord, trying to deal that damage into the battleground. Crazy Raccoon definitely still has what it takes here. And the Eye of Agamotto by Fun is going to crowd control Crazy Raccoon, but I don't think that's enough. Vital, at the same time, just trying to build his ultimate dash. Coming in with the E, trying to spin around, but the last stand by Ripasuko is not going to deal enough damage. And unfortunately, Kadia with the Rage of Ultron is not going to be able to do much damage as well. Kadia, however, will be able to take out Haya and Ripasuko onto Dotori as well. But Rebirth with the Fate of Wolfball is going to be able to... Oh, you're loud. You're loud. Let's go.
Too loud?
No, that's okay. You're good now.
Oh yeah? Oh, we are back, chat. We are back just like we see Brownie is back. Continuing on for the damage here. I apologize, chat. Is this much better? Okay, I'm using a different microphone. And now Crazy Raccoon with a crazy retake here. Ripasuko has already changed. He does not need more Vanguards. He needs more damage, and that's what we're doing. We're getting more gain. Thank you, Nell, for the big save. What is going to happen now as Gen.G tried to respond here as the high ground is being taken up by Crazy Raccoons? Fun has that Doctor Strange to work with, but not going to use the teleport just yet. It's only the first team fight. It seems like they're going down below to see if they can try and get this first team fight, their second team fight going. Wow, we do see a kidnap onto Fun just to displace him, but he's a flying tank. He'll be fine. Brownie now hacking and slashing his way to try and get more ground onto this Wolverine, but he's gonna get a kidnap going. Kadia still gonna have more eyes in the sky. The Karmic Rebirth right behind the pillar, able to actually get a lot of value for the retake of this point. Able to get Ripasuko and Vital back on this team fight, and now the Galactic Legend for the cleanup here, but Fun taking out one, Hyan taking out another, reviving another. Brownie and JT3 are gonna trade here. Brownie continuing on. So much of Crazy Raccoons have fallen just for them to be able to retake the point.
Yeah, despite all of that trade-off, right? Unfortunately, Crazy Raccoon got the lower end of it. And they used up all of their ultimates as well. Whereas Gen.G, they managed to stay on point, retaken the point, and still have 3 ultimates ready for disposal. So right here, right now, Podge,
Right.
It's your turn to do the solo cast.
It is my turn, yes. MVP status for Nell to start things off. Hopefully his channel points are all right. He's got to stay hydrated. I sound all right. I'm actually right in front of my face right now. But we continue on for a big kidnap onto JT3, and JT3 gets taken out of the equation. Seonghun forced to go for the Eternal Bond just for him to be able to push, but the Eye of Agamotto just to stop him in his placement, and we keep on going, says Fun. We keep on pushing them away.
Last stand?
The fate of both worlds. Last stand's gonna be used, not able to get anything out of it, but Fun continues on. Ripasuko and Vital take out 2. Kadia back to spawn here. Crazy Raccoons with an incredible respawn here, but soon taking out Vital. He's still holding point here. Cocoon's gonna happen. He's got to be very careful, but his teammates are right here. Vital finally takes them out, but they touch point once again now.
Yeah, you do not want to get into a brawling session against Ripasuko's Wolverine. Look at the Wolverine, flying wolf, just taking people left and right. And now they are going to continue their progress point already at 60%. I don't care if you're a brawler, a shield character, you go up against a Wolverine, you're going to get shredded right there.
Yep.
And Ripasuko showing you how it's done. But the portal placement by Fun coming in. They probably want to retake this point as fast as possible. They can do it.
Center. Oh my gosh. Okay, so really taking the fight to them, cutting them off, cutting the objective in half. And now we see a kidnap onto one of the Vanguards here. We see that Hyan taking out Kadia. Hyan holding onto that right click. We do see that the Meter M couldn't attack anyone. And Brownie taking out JT3. could be the final push for Crazy Raccoons to retake this spot. Another dive. Ripasuko taking out Seunghoon. And now we have the final stand for him to be able to use to clean up shop. Able to actually get Gen.G back on the board here to get more percentage onto this objective.
But don't count Crazy Raccoon out. They still have a little bit of time. They still have one last team fight to make before it reaches the 99% over time. So Crazy Raccoon is going to respond with a Desperation Portal as well and taking the high ground. So this is a good place for Crazy Raccoon to engage Gen.G. Look at the strategies on top. They're just like, yeah, we're out of reach, out of mind.
And now we go for the Galactic Legend just to add more. And this cloak has not changed the dagger form. He chooses violence here. We do see Galactic Legend just to buy some time. Eye of Agamotto, Kadia using the Rage of Voltron, but Rage of Voltron unable to keep everyone away. And now the kidnap does happen to JT3 for the displacement and the elimination, forcing out the fate of both worlds onto Rebirth's side. We try to slow things down with Seunghoon, but Seunghoon able to actually get the elim, and now Crazy Raccoons hold point. Can they get the round? They do!
They don't even need an overtime, and Crazy Raccoon, just like that, they know exactly what to do in that situation, in that timing. They knew that if Gen.G went down in that spot, no way they're gonna be able to come back and touch that point again. So right now, guys, Gen.G Esports, Crazy Raccoon in this domination map, they're both 1-1.
So, Nell, here are the stakes, right? If Crazy Raccoons win, we're forced to game number 5. But Gen.G has a checkmate situation here. If they're able to capture this point and be able to dominate in domination, they send Crazy Raccoons home. So, survival point for Crazy Raccoon versus match point on Gen.G's side. Chat, I want y'all to make some noise on who you guys are for. There's no more static in the air for me. I'm gonna be talking. Crazy Raccoons with an incredible response on map number 2, but we're gonna go to the Soldier Factory. This is the one that does switch things up a bit towards the middle part of the map. So we are going to see probably some crazy pulls happen here. Oh, well, I hope there's gonna be a Spider-Man.
Hopefully. Like, this map is also pretty good for pulls, for dives, for Spider-Man, like what you mentioned.
Yes.
But I mean, they can continue playing stable, right? Because Crazy Raccoon right now, this composition seems to be working for them. Oh, the freeze coming in. But the Eternal Bond to start things off. Bazoon is going to be like, yeah, come back here. I'm going to get you with my grapple and my kick. And he has Psionic Seduction available. 5v6 going on at the moment. But Rebirth so low. But Psionic Seduction is going to be used to cancel out the ultimate. And Brownie moving in, taking that kidnap onto the opponent's Wolverine. And Magneto is going to fall alongside Ripasuko for the first encounter.
Brownie actually waiting for the Karmic Rebirth to finish. Well, he was trying to eliminate it right off the bat. He was only able to get the Rebirth out of Rebirth. No pun intended, but the Karmic Rebirth only saving the strategist here. So that's well and good, but right now, good take on point on Gen.G's side. However, Crazy Raccoons still have a lot of seconds to respond, a lot of minutes to respond here. Just waiting for Seunghoon to be able to recover, and now they try to take point.
Yeah, they got spotted out right there, right? So Crazy Raccoon just making sure that they come in through the right angles. The Starlord is really good at scouting. He's gonna have his ultimate ready in a moment's time. And Fun has the clobbering time available as well. Right now, it's clobbering time! And that's a two-man crowd control as Brownie slashes in. Ripasuko down for the count. And now they're just pushing through. Still has the ultimate ready, but the steal is going on for the side of Crazy Raccoon. The Starlord, pesky Peter.
And now Peter is gonna get punished there. Kadia taking out Vital. So they're trying to go for that strat of backdoor, stealing the objective once again, like they did in the first domination game. However, Gen.G knows to get the kidnap, but nice save onto the side of Crazy Raccoons. Now, we get the Galactic Legend taking out Kadia, wants to take out more, forcing everyone into this room, and now focusing fire, forcing the invisible boundary to stay alive here. And we continue on with the E, trying to fight amidst of this boundary to keep everyone alive and well. Are we going to see a dance-off here from Rebirth's side? He does have the fate of both worlds to work with, and now they're slowly but surely bullying Gen.G to this corner.
What a play by Crazy Raccoons to push them out of the corner, but that is the thing we're talking about. He's not going anywhere. He's just going back to the respawn point, unfortunately. And now, showing signs of life, Crazy Raccoon has retaken the point and slowly building up progress as well. And hopefully with that 2 ultimates ready to use, they'll be able to win that next encounter if they want to push even further.
Yeah, so they still have time to be able to try and experiment with this team composition, but rest assured, once they're able to actually be step back to spawn, I'm pretty sure they're going to go for some Dr. Strange pick, but Psionic Seduction to start up this next team fight, forcing out the fate of both worlds. There's no dunk onto the Meteor, but Vital taking out 2, Brownie and Kadia. Zune, though, taking a high end, but he does have that Cocoon to work with. And now Zune all alone, gonna get picked off here. And Crazy Raccoon defend the site, defend the objective, and they're continuing to fight their way, trying to get a push onto the thing.
I think the thing is not supposed to be able to be pushed, right? But
yeah,
I have a feeling he was actually thrown off the ledge right there.
Yeah, true. I think he wanted to respawn with his buddies and be like, all right, yeah, we don't want to force him.
Oh,
Still keep going with Fun on the thing. No Dr. Strange portal point. Let's see if he's going to try and go after anyone here, trying to get a big dive onto any of the backline, trying to go for a push here outside. But Galactic Legend now.
It's going to be employed, trying to find a target, trying to find more casualties, but everyone on the side of Gen.G is hiding behind the walls, trying to wait until the duration's over. That's pretty good, right? Trying to waste a little bit more time, and now the Wolverine coming in strong, hard and strong coming in. Ripasuko, but Vital's going to be taken out by Zune, unfortunately. It's going to be a battle 5v6, but Vital with the Cocoon Rebirth is going to be able to come back to the battlefield as soon as possible. JD3 with the double, and right now, it seems like Gen.G Esports is the one being forced to a corner punch.
Oh my god, and Ripasuko just adding so much damage on the table. Fun forced to actually go for the invisible boundary just to stay alive, and Ripasuko continuing to wreak havoc into the vanguards of Gen.G. We still continue on. This Wolverine doesn't want to go down. Slowly but surely, we have Meteor M to take out Snake, and now that's one strategist down, but they do trade up here, but Karmic Reapers on high-end side just to keep the pressure going, the overwhelming pressure on the side of Crazy Raccoons. They still stay alive. Brownie now does have a little bit of ground here, and now dance off on Reaper's side. Fun, and oh my god, he gets taken out by Fun.
Oh no, but Ripasuko coming back with the clutch, taking out Brownie and high-end as well, taking out Fun. That's going to be a 4v5, and now Ripasuko dealing so much damage at the back lines. Just look at him chasing Gen.G away from the point. Gen.G 4 men on the point, but now Ripasuko's gonna go down, but the portal coming in by Vital. Will they be able to touch point in time?
It's gonna be so tricky, but man, Ripasuko never say die. The portal is ready, and Zune takes out Kyung-hoon. Only one person holding point. Zune does have the Psionic Seduction for him to be able to hold up shop here. The portal is there for them to be able to utilize. So last retake attempt on the side of Crazy Raccoons. They gotta move as a unit, and they gotta do it now, Nell.
Yeah, I feel like Crazy Raccoon is in such a good position to do this. But Psionic Seduction coming in, and that's gonna be it. Pulling it forward. Oh, canceling the ultimate as well, silencing them. But now Brownie, that menace behind the back lines, just trying to take out the Vanguard. And Brownie will be able to take out Vitals. And now the last hit. That's gonna be it. A team wipe by Gen.G. No Karmic Rebirth, no Cocoon, and Gen.G is gonna take this game 3-2-1.
Gen.G punch their way to get to the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. But Crazy Raccoons going back and forth, swinging the pendulum back and forth, showing us that there are holes to Gen.G's armor. But this just gives the opportunity for Gen.G to be able to improve themselves, grow, and now they're heading to the grand finals. MVP goes to Dotori.
Exactly, but honestly, CR, they definitely showed why they deserve to be here. They're definitely, I mean, they're not going home empty-handed. They're still at the 3rd place, right? Of course, they won't be able to make it to the LAN session, but still, a top 3 final position, that's something to write home about.
Yeah, definitely. And this is just stage 1. There's still stage 2. So, guys, can we get some hearts in the chat, some W's in the chat for Crazy Raccoons? Any emojis you want to give the Crazy Raccoons, please do that. But
yeah,
we can't just celebrate for Gen.G just yet. That's why I didn't want to say